Hi, I'm producer Ivan Katz here in Bristol, England, United Kingdom, and this is the home of Banksy, the famous artist. He has basically a exhibition in London right now, and it's pretty cool. And here in Bristol, there's a lot of his original kind of tags, drawings, etchings, whatever you want to call them, artwork. And I'm going to walk around. I'm going to show them to you here in Bristol, England. So smash that like button and subscribe, and let's get started. And here we have Banksy's Well-Hung Lover, also known as Naked Man Hanging from Window, painted in 2006 in a time when they didn't really like graffiti too much, and they were cutting down on it in Bristol. And they took a poll, and 97% of people said to keep it. Banksy, of course, a famous artist, and hey, draws people to the town, I think. So it's a good idea. It was defaced in 2009 and 2018, but it's managed to survive basically unscathed, so that's good. And here in the town of Bristol, very, very cool. Lovely town of Bristol, really, and I think it's just very cool to see this. Banksy art is all over here, and so I will continue this trek around Bristol, showing it all to you. Just show you in more detail here. There you go, Banksy, Well-Hung Lover. And also, kind of an interesting note, this is the sexual health clinic, so that's kind of funny. Very interesting topic there for Banksy to have chosen for the sexual health clinic building. There you have it. On to the next one. Okay, and here we are at Banksy's You Don't Need Planning Permission to Build Castles in the Sky. There you go. Interesting. It's on the side of the library, so it's just using words there. It's one of his most simple paintings, done in 2011. And like I said, it's on the side of the library. And if you're here in Bristol, you'll want to see Bristol Church, which is right there, the Church of Bristol. And it's just down here, down the stairs right there, is where that piece is located, here in downtown Bristol. So, one of his most simple pieces again, but still worth seeing. Okay, so here we have Banksy's The Mild Wild West, and it was painted in 1998, right at the turn of the year there, 97 to 98. There were apparently some raves going on, and the police kept busting them. So, particularly on New Year's Eve, 1997 into 1998. So this was pretty much a rebellious thing about anti-rave culture back then. And he painted it over 3 days in broad daylight, apparently. And there you have it. Very cool. And this is a really particularly cool section of town, too. Take a look. There's graffiti everywhere on this street. And it's pretty cool just to walk up and down this street. So the Mild Wild West here with Banksy. Really, really interesting, really cool piece of artwork. And it was vandalized with red paint apparently in 2009, and was quickly fixed. And I believe they've protected it, but it doesn't really look like it here. But also an anti-graffiti organization did that, I believe. So kind of crazy, but there you go. The Mild Wild West by Banksy. Rose on a Mousetrap by Banksy. Very interesting. You can see the rose here, no problem. You can see the mousetrap. And you can see that it's framed. Apparently 20 locals got together to make sure that this one stayed safe from all the anti-taggers and things like that. So that's pretty cool. If you hear some music, it's actually coming from this cafe right here. Local musician seems to be playing right there. Sounds good. This is a very arty area. I just went to the other one with the police in it. And, well, this whole area is worth walking around. It's pretty scenic, and this seems to be a nice, quiet neighborhood up here. But down on the street there's just a lot of graffiti and things like that, making it a little bit grittier. But really cool to see this one protected here, and glad to see that the locals pitched in to do it. Super cool. So there you go. Banksy, Rose on a Mousetrap. Well, on October 20th, 2014, that's when this appeared. The girl with the pearl earring. That pearl earring is replaced by an alarm, actually. So kind of interesting. 2 days later, it was defaced. They never found out who did it. And then later on, during COVID, someone put a mask on her. You can kind of see the black that was painted over 2 days later. But this is actually a copy, very interesting, of Johannes Vermeer's 1665 painting of a girl with a gold earring. You will find it here in this very cool location because you can actually see all the buildings up top there. This is, of course, Bristol, and there's a lot of colorful buildings here by the Bristol Marina. That's where we are, and so there's a reason to be over here anyway in Bristol. So if you are, you can see this wonderful painting, graffiti, over on the wall. A lot of graffiti over here, actually. And kind of interesting. People post announcements here and things like that because they know that lots of people stop by here. And so it's kind of interesting. All sorts of stuff here. A couple nice pieces of graffiti around the corner. There's my rental car, my Renault Clio Hybrid, that I'll be reviewing on my Drive and Ivan site, so check that out. But a lot of other cool art around here. And this one looks like some of Banksy's work. There's no future in England's dreaming, God save the king. That kind of struck me as being Banksy-like when I drove by it on the way in. But there you go, the lovely town of Bristol, England, home of Banksy and a lot of his art on the street. So there you have it, Banksy in Bristol. I hope you've enjoyed this video of a lot of Banksy's art in and around Bristol, and I hope you'll check out my videos on YouTube in Dublin, Jim Morrison's Life and Death in Paris, and also Jim Morrison's life in Alexandria, Virginia, and where he wrote Love Street and People Are Strange in Los Angeles. Also check out my video for the Smiths in Manchester and the Beatles in Liverpool, just up the street. Well, pretty far north from here anyway. But I think you'll like those videos too. If you like this one, search all of my music videos: Free Your Mind, Down, 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 Mystery, Past Relations, You and Me. So many videos where I play all the instruments, Hotel California and Cream, White Room even. Also, I have a channel Ink Video on YouTube where I play just acoustically, and then my Ink Video TikTok has music stories and the stories behind the music like I'm doing here. So check all of those out. If you like cars, as I mentioned, just search Drive and Ivan in any car, including the Renault Clio Hybrid and non-hybrid, actually, because I rented one in Ireland when I was traveling around as well. Also check out my documentaries, Real Poker and Real Reality, elsewhere on YouTube. My literal video for Chris Isaac's Wicked Game. And again, thank you so much for watching. I'm producer Ivan Katz.